I was just hanging at home tonight, Saturday night, just chill, and decided I'm gonna check out Wonderboy. Such a nice dude, like keeping up with his career. He's 42, and a good fight. Good fight. He didn't get the win, lost by a split decision, but I want to cover a couple important things that happened in the fight, one of which he hurt his opponent through the guard with that high kick, and he also split open his shin. We have a couple things that I want to touch on. Let's jump right in. So Steven, he's an awesome dude. I got to meet him and do some filming with him for my first fight with Karate Combat. He was announcing, we just did a little collaboration there, and I gotta say, it's very nice to see somebody who doesn't have that, like, I want to kill everybody sort of demeanor that many fighters choose to embody. So I like keeping up with him just because it's interesting to see in his career how he's doing, how, you know, the bouncy fight style like this is still working, if fighters have evolved and figured out things which allow them to defeat him. And something his opponent did, I think it was Bonfim, he recognized that this is very open for calf kicks, right? When you're facing this direction and you're moving, if they go to throw the calf kick, you can plant, so they actually hit bone and hurt themselves. But from here, there's no real good way to actually check the low kicks. It's pretty much, I gotta eat them or I gotta hollow out. So his opponent did a good job just out of that orthodox stance, attacking the southpaw lead leg by sometimes coming here. Now I think staying square in front is a little bit more dangerous because somebody like Wonderboy could choose to explode in. And if you're right there, you haven't done anything to really get that head off the center line. But if you are facing somebody who has that fight style, cutting the angle so the side kick doesn't land or that explosive punch doesn't land, I cut the angle and then attack for the calf kick, something below the knee. I think that's a very good tactic, and it was used well by Wonderboy's opponent. Now the next thing that we want to look at is this calf kick, or sorry, low kick, which Wonderboy threw, and he splits his shin wide open. Now, why did this happen? And why was he able to continue? Well, first of all, yes, he's going to have a sore shin, but he did not break anything, right? He's not breaking bones when he's doing that. He connected fairly high, and I think it was the angle of the kick, the fact that he kind of came up this direction as opposed to around. When you come up this direction, when you connect with a knee, there's more of a chance that you're going to kind of scrape down and split that shin open. This is just a theory on my part because his opponent is checking more so like this, and you have more chance of really damaging yourself on this style versus coming around if you're worried about splitting that shin open. But either way, it was kind of nasty to see, but you have to respect Wonderboy. He just kind of looks down, he smiles, and like, okay, we're still fighting. Now, the big part that I want to touch on is the fact that he was able to throw up his rear leg high kick and rattle his opponent at the end of round 2. Could not get the finish, unfortunately, but his opponent kind of tips his weight when he goes to throw something. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I remember specifically his head really dropping. And when you rapidly toss your head to one side, even if you have protection, you are increasing the force. So that's why it's very important whenever you do anything slipping wise, you don't overcommit down. It's minimal motions so you don't increase the potential power for your opponent exponentially. Always small. And keep in mind that even sometimes catching a round kick with MMA gloves on, catch from the outside and the kick lines here, that one can still hurt you. We saw Liam Harrison get knocked down after blocking and catching and then going, whoa, the impact was pretty intense there. Wonderboy went back to work with that left round kick numerous times, but was unable to catch his opponent quite as clean. But still, nothing but respect for this guy. Again, 42 years old, still fighting in the UFC. I think they said oldest fighter on the roster, the entire roster. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. And looking really in shape. Too bad, again, he didn't get the win, but still, I'm very impressed and always look forward to watching him fight.